的。
他们是我们的同志。
吴成，你听我说，你理想中的革命已经过去了，你不可以再留在中国。
还没有过去。为了中国，我们要在香港重新开始一场新的革命。
可你这是在干嘛？ 那好吧，那你去吧，把他们这些人统统都杀死吧，把你自己也杀死吧。
30万，周总理也死了，毛主席也死了。
听说昨天上海死了30多人，都是老红卫兵和藏民。
有人亲眼看见苏州河上漂着30多具尸体，全用铁丝绑成一串。
啊，他踩了神了！
Beijing students, whose Tiananmen Square hunger strike is now entering its second week, have once again called for the resignation of Chinese strongman Deng Xiaoping. On the local front, Stratton's Banking Limited, Hong Kong's third largest investment bank, has agreed to a friendly takeover by HWI Limited. It is widely perceived to be a move to liquidate its Hong Kong operation prior to the colony's 1997 reversion to China. Henry Wong, the reclusive chairman of HWI, was as usual unavailable for comment.
Right. Let me know as soon as you find out anything. Thanks. I hope you enjoyed yourself last night, Burke.
Of course. Of course. Best tram ride I ever had. Now that Stratton's is over, what's next on your menu?
The Warming Daily.
That's a Chinese newspaper.
You're the one who's always saying I should improve my relations with the press.
I didn't mean you should buy them. It's the largest daily in Hong Kong.
And after 97, it could be the largest non-communist daily in all of China. Besides, there's a lot of money in it.
Henry, why change the formula now? You've become the local hero by targeting foreign businesses, trying to get their money out before the Chinese take over. But the Warming Daily is owned by Li Hock Chow.
You have a problem exploiting the Chinese?
As your advisor, I should tell you your books are good. Very, very good. But if Li Hock Chow puts up a fight on his front pages, they won't stand infinite scrutiny.
He won't. The old bandit has more to hide than I do.
I'm just a guilo. I know nothing, of course. But even I know that Li's in the triads. The rumors are that if you annoy him, you end up dead.
Those aren't rumors.
I mean, for God's sake, Henry, weighing the risks against the rewards.
This is not just about money. I want to be the voice of Hong Kong. The old man has lost his teeth. All the risks are mine. May I remind you that as my advisor, 5% of the rewards go to you. Yes?
It's me, darling. Don't say my name.
All right. How are you?
Recently ravaged, as you well know, and glowing from it, as you can see.
I see. So what can I do for you?
You can keep Mr. Burke from turning around and discovering our little secret, for one thing. And you can tell me how much you like my new outfit.
I think I can manage that. It's an excellent investment. A bit daring, perhaps.
I bought some other things, too. They're lacy and very naughty. When should I show them to you? Your place? This afternoon?
No. That would be premature. I'll have to arrange some things first.
Oh, too bad. Later then, tonight.
I'll get back to you on that. It sounds very promising.
Ciao, darling. Think about me.
You're welcome.
Don't worry, I'll take care. Are you Japanese?
그때
Well, the camera. It must cost a lot. So, what are you looking for? Girls?
You know where I could find some?
What you want to do? It changed the price.
Just a talk. That's all.
I'm here to do interviews. What will happen to Hong Kong's prostitutes in 1997? Really? That's all.
I can fix that. I'm pretty well known around here. $10 an hour. Hong Kong.
Okay. Cheaper than I thought. How old are you?
18.
Where were you born? China? Hong Kong?
Hong Kong. Is this an interview or what?
I'm lost inside the magic the night can bring, and I know in my heart I'm yours.
Hi.
So completely.
Akira is an important journalist from Japan.
Oh. That's me? Very important. Very, very important.
He's here to talk to girls like you.
Yes. I'm doing a story about what will happen to Hong Kong's prostitutes after 1997. And I'm also looking for a Japanese man called Kazuo Bayashi. Ever heard of him?
Is he rich?
Never mind.
And it's true what I see in you. They're in your eyes. I was all alone till you came into my life.
That's my sister. I was really born in China, you know.
So you got out?
Yes.
When?
4 years ago. My sister came first, 13 years ago.
Why did you leave? Freedom?
Yes. Now I want to go to America.
America?
Every dream comes true. I'm sweating.
你爭我條數點啊？
邊條數先？
幾年前嗰條數啊？
有冇搞錯先？
咁你叫人還啦！
喂喂！
Are you okay? Hey, watch out!
What are you doing?
Hey.
Akira, are you okay?
Let me do it. Are you all right? Can you stand?
Yeah, I think so. Welcome to Hong Kong. Thank you for your help.
I think you better leave now.
Maybe we could have a cup of coffee sometime. I put my hotel on the back.
I don't think so. Are you sure you're all right?
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Passport, Japanese.
I told you not to come here. And what is that?
Hey, that's worth a lot of money.
It's worth a long time in prison. Yeah.
I'm sorry,
I found this. It must have fallen out of your pocket.
Thank you, miss. I don't know your name.
It's Gloria. Actually, it's Mulling. I just used Gloria at the club.
Come here.
Well, I should,
I like your singing. You have a beautiful voice.
Really? Thank you. I have to go.
Wait. Please. It was very kind of you to bring this all the way over. Perhaps I could give you taxi money. Damn! My wallet! It's gone too. I better go back with you to the club.
No. I mean, I'm through for the night. I'd like that coffee now. Remember, you wanted to buy me a cup.
But...
It's okay. It's my treat.
Well, if you say so. I'd only be a minute. Don't go away.
Jameson is putting the third degree to your Mr. Wong. I can't blame Jimmy for being curious, though. Wong is mysterious. Even Billy can't work out where his money comes from.
All I'm saying, it was a damn fine piece of work to watch. You're snatching Strattons out from under the Japanese.
Billy thinks Wong is worth 200 million, personally.
More, I should think, judging from his house.
You've been there?
Henry had Eddie and I out for drinks. Eddie's really quite fond of him. They have a lot in common.
I can't imagine what.
But just between ourselves, entre nous, was it strictly on the up and up?
You'd better ask Burke.
Yes, totally. As Henry's personal advisor, I can assure you it's a matter of public record. At least the public part of it.
Well, I'm amazed they haven't sent a samurai out for your head. What's that, 6 you've stolen from them?
7.
Enjoying the party?
It's the best present I've ever had. Hong Kong at my feet.
Thank you.
We've been together 3 nights, and every night is like this.
What? Hot?
Magical. Mulin, what are you going to do when 1997 comes?
I never think about it. Well, maybe just a little.
Mulin, come on. My editor loves pictures of the rich being decadent. Yeah.
Akira, it happens all the time here.
Catherine? Catherine?
I'd better go. People get ideas.
Their imagination could use the exercise.
It's a private party.
Don't worry. Come on.
Muling.
Wucheng? Wucheng?
It's Henry now. Henry Wong.
Henry Wong. The Henry Wong? And all this?
Let's talk over there.
Wait for me here.
So good to see you again.
After we got separated, they put me in a camp. But I managed to escape 3 days later.
Then all this time you were here.
I tried to find you for a while.
What are you doing now?
I'm a singer.
A professional singer? I can't believe it.
I used to sing every day.
You mean those revolutionary songs we used to sing? But then you always had a beautiful voice. Give me that camera.
No way. I'm with the press.
You couldn't be. Give it to me.
I'm from Japan. I don't care where you're from. Hey!
I'm sorry about your friend, Muling. We'll talk later.
I'm sorry, but this is a private party.
Let's go now, put some ice on that. You've had enough of Hong Kong for one night.
Too much.
Yes, a singer at the club. She's probably using a different name now. I know, but I'm only asking you to look in Hong Kong, not China. Thanks.
Just lost in what could be, only memories to hold me. I smile as the tears come falling down. Sometimes love is never enough. Sometimes the real thing is too much. No matter what, I won't give up. I can't help but wonder, should I try again to find the one who loves me and do the right thing, and then all this time saying worthwhile.
喂，兄弟啊，唔該你哋可唔可以細聲啲啊？我想聽小姐唱歌。OK？
企喺度！我睇你而家有病頂啊！
我有病咧，我有醫生嘅。但係你有病咧，我驚你冇醫生喎。
兄弟，你邊度㗎？
高溪廟、烏龍崗、長沙灣、二班橋、五指山。
有何為證啊？
Maybe we should have gone somewhere else.
It's fine here.
There's so much I want to tell you.
Me too.
But I don't know where to begin. This Japanese man.
Akira? He's funny. He makes me laugh. He's nice for a Japanese.
Are you in love with him?
I just met him.
That didn't stop you in Shanghai. What's he doing here anyway?
He's a reporter. I don't think he's a very good one, though. You know, he actually thinks there was a guy in the Shanghai Red Guards named Kazuo Obayashi. A Japanese.
That's crazy.
I know. But he's got a strange romantic streak.
Listen, Mu-Ling. If you like him at all, and you think he'll be good to you, take the opportunity, go to Japan with him. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
It's been 13 years. A lot has happened. I may have done things I'm not proud of. But if you think I'm seeing him just because I want to run off to Japan...
No, that's not what I mean.
Then what do you mean?
We're arguing again. Mu-Ling, I'm only trying to help.
I know. I'm sorry.
If there's anything you need...
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
I've got to go.
You were always running off, even back then.
The market in New York is about to open. I've got to make some calls. Here, I'll take you home.
Demonstrations have widened to include people from all walks of life. Outwardly, Beijing remains calm despite the declaration of martial law. Inside Tiananmen Square, little has changed. But rumors, perhaps fueled by the presence of so many foreign newsmen, are running wild. One moment there is hope as word sweeps the city that Deng Xiaoping is meeting with old comrades to arrange for his peaceful resignation. The next moment there is a palpable fear as counter-rumors spread that crack troops from the northern border are pouring into the suburbs with orders to shoot to kill.
It's everything our friends on the mainland have on Li Hokchao, from before he fled to Hong Kong. The photograph is old, but the file is up to date.
How did he get the scar?
The Japanese. He ran an underground network in Nanking.
Was he good at it?
Good enough to hold on to the opium trade.
He still is. But now it's heroin from Thailand. He likes to gamble.
That's important.
Know your enemy and know yourself. Then, in 1,000 battles, you can never be defeated.
Sanzi. It seems you did more with the classics in your youth than burned them, Henry. I wonder what your dossier would look like if we fill in all the missing years.
I'm glad you could come. So, what do you think?
Oh, just like you said, it's different.
Should have brought your camera. You and Muling. Are you serious about her?
Yes. Do you still love her?
She has her own life now. I have mine. If you could make her happy, I think you should try.
Thank you. I'm glad I have your permission.
Muling said you were high up in the Red Guard. Did you know a man named Kazuo Bayashi?
I don't think so.
We English are so good at cricket. So, what are you two talking about?
It's a big story in Tokyo now about an old Japanese lady. She settled in China after the war with a Japanese husband. Had a son too. And that's Kazuo.
Thank you.
One day, when the boy is 2 years old, out of the blue, the father gets taken away. He never comes back. The mother and the child are left alone.
How awful. Can't have been easy for a Japanese being in China at that time.
Especially after what the Japanese had done to the Chinese.
She's afraid. She and Kazuo are going to be next. So she leaves the boy with a Chinese couple. And then she disappears for the next 30 years.
30 years?
What happened to her? Is she still alive?
She came back to Japan 2 years ago. Now she's living alone up in Hokkaido.
Hokkaido? It's cold there, isn't it?
Very. Almost Arctic.
The English say this ink gets in the blood. Do you think it's poison?
They mean you come to love it.
So what do you think? 650,000 papers, $2 each.
I think it isn't about money.
Someone's nibbling at my heels. Just little blocks of stock, but every day.
These days, the market is so volatile. It's not so bad, is it?
Like having fleas. Well, at least cash is no problem. Next week, I get another shipment from Thailand.
I've always admired your flexibility and your widespread interests.
If someone big moves against me, can I count on you to stand behind me?
Of course.
When you grow old, you wonder what to leave behind. Sons, just. But it is hard not to make mistakes with sons. So this is what I leave. Words, free words, for a free China.
To true words, freely spoken.
What's his life got to do with you?
I mentioned Kazuo Obayashi, and he goes dead white.
Your story doesn't make any sense.
It touched its heart. You could feel it.
Well, Henry was an orphan too.
He had no mother?
I have to come up with something. My expense account is running out.
You're giving us an interview with sell many papers, Mr. Wong.
For my first interview, I can't think of a better paper than the Warming Daily.
We're honored.
I hope in my own way, however modest, I can contribute to the future of Hong Kong.
You will like the article, I guarantee it.
A nice piece of land. You could use the space.
Who couldn't in Hong Kong?
Jimmy, how are you?
Oh, well, I can't complain. A bit rashy, though. Can't stand the heat. You? Keeping busy?
Keeping my finger on the pulse. Jimmy, you get around. Have you heard anything disturbing about Li Hachao's operation?
No. Have you?
I had lunch with the old man the other day. You and I go back a long way, Jimmy. I'd hate to see you overextended in his direction. Whatever Lee's problem is, I'm sure it's only short term. Please, no one's fool.
Still a word to the wise, eh?
Something like that. I'm talking a bit out of school here, James. Let's keep it just between us, huh?
Oh.
I must be going. I've got an appointment. Now that we've got Jameson talking, let's keep the buying level the same. But make the individual purchases smaller. Use public brokers. I want Lee to feel like it's coming from all directions.
Right.
Check, Burke.
Blast.
I told you there's a vacant lot right next to his building. Have that friend of yours in the lands and works put it on the list. Possible MTR exit, highway ramp. Anything where Lee can use his political connections. Then have your friend sell, not give the list to him before the auction.
So he'll think he's in on the ground floor of a gold mine.
If I have not miscalculated, that should give Lee a cash flow problem. I want him to see that property as his way out.
This is really very nasty, Henry.
Fine, thank you.
You are sure this man recognized the newspaper picture?
If my sister finds out about this, she'll be really angry.
Don't worry, no problem.
Li Fang. We call him the genius. Crazy. We do crazy business.
What kind of business?
We sell drugs. All kinds of drugs. You want, we get. We made a lot of money.
Then why did he leave?
He never liked drugs. Little bird tell him no way. That's what he said. A little bird.
Where did he go?
Well, he met some guaylo in Yamate. He gave me money. One day he was gone. Maybe he was selling.
Did you ever think he might be Japanese?
Japanese? Li Fang? Why you not tell me that?
Eddie called again last night. He's quite insistent I join him. I got the feeling he didn't think he'd be coming back at all. I suppose you've heard the rumors about Barrington's pulling out.
Yes, everyone has. The question is when.
I did learn that Lady Barrington has cancelled all her social engagements after March the 15th. Does that help you?
I think I can use it.
Good. What should we do about Eddie?
Ignoring him has worked so far.
He is my husband.
Hong Kong is getting more and more interesting. Here he is.
Henry, you like the interview? Sit down. Please, sit down. Join us.
Some of the time, I'm with someone. Just wanted to say hello.
Oh, an old man understands a young man's heart. But still, you should get married.
What is the occasion?
We're toasting his good luck. Last night in Macau, 8 races out of 8. Every dog he picked was a winner.
How do you do it?
It's easy. You find a direct line to the gods and use it. That's luck enough for one man.
I could use some of your luck. Enjoy. Hello, it's Henry. Do you still have that file you showed me, the one on our friend? Yes. I need to know if he still uses a fortune teller, someone special. I see. Mr. Wu. Thanks.
Temple Street.
Mr. Wu?
You have excellent fortune in the area above your eyes. Your forehead and head, most rare. From your mouth to your chin, this is where your father's influence shows. Your father died a long, long time ago. About 30 years ago. Your father's influence is not good. You must be careful.
Catherine, would you mind?
No, I'll have a look around.
I hear Li Hok Chow comes and sees you.
What if he does? I told Li Hok Chow not to let that piece of land fall into anyone else's hands. If someone else builds there, the feng shui will be bad for him. It will bring ruin and destruction to his family. If anyone else builds there, his family will be cursed for generations.
Thank you. Their shipment of heroin from Thailand was stopped.
Yes. China is grateful for your tip. They have been trying to stop Li Hok Chow's pipeline for years.
We've stopped his cash flow. Now, if we can make him pay more than he can afford for that land, the Wamin Daily will be ours.
We're playing with fire here, too. If we're not careful, we'll end up getting burnt ourselves.
Have all your money in these accounts by market open the day after tomorrow. You've got quite a family here.
All my ancestors. And those of everyone in this village. We're all family here. Have you given any thought to my proposal?
Perhaps it is time I got more involved.
I hope you will say that. There could be a strong influence on my associates. I'll arrange a meeting. You should take a rest when all these Wamin daily business is over.
I think I'll be dead if I ever stopped. Just like this town.
Kazuo, こっちへいらっしゃい。
We'll move now on to the next lot, lot number 9898. It has a site area of approximately 101,350 square feet and is located in Wan Chai next to the Wamin Daily. The site is zoned for commercial purposes. I'm seeking an opening bid of 500 million Hong Kong dollars. 500 million I have, thank you. 500, 520, 520, 540, 540, 560, 560, 580, 580, 580 million, 600, 600 million, 620, 640, 640, 660, 660 million to the bid, 680, 700 million, 720, 720 million to the bid, 740, 760, 780 here.
800.
Thank you. I have a bid of $800 million at the extreme right. I'm calling for a further bid of 820 million Hong Kong dollars. It's still a very good price, ladies and gentlemen.
1 billion.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. Do I hear a further bid? I'm looking for $1.1 billion. Are you still bidding? I'm calling for $1.1 billion. Do I have a further bid of $1.1 billion? $1 billion for the first time. $1 billion for the second time. $1 billion for the third and... $1.1. It's Mr. Wong's bid. I'm calling for $1.2 billion. 1.2 from Mr. Lee, thank you. 1.2 billion. 1.3. 1.3. 1.4. 1.4. 1.4 is the bid. 1.5, sir. 1.5 billion. 1.6. 1.6 billion. 1.7. 1.7 billion is the bid. 1.8 I have on the left. $1.8 billion is the bid. 1.8 billion Hong Kong dollars. Would you care to round it off, sir? $2 billion. Thank you, Mr. Wong. 2 billion Hong Kong dollars is the bid. 2.2 from Mr. Lee. $2.2 billion from Mr. Lee.
I thought he pulled it off. That's all he's got. I don't even know how he can cover that much.
No, he has more.
For the first time.
It's in his eyes.
Henry, what if you're wrong? I'm not sure where Nick.
If we don't break him, he'll get back at us.
$2.2 billion for the third and final time.
3 billion.
It's Mr. Wong's bid. 3 billion Hong Kong dollars is the bid from Mr. Wong. 3 billion Hong Kong dollars is the bid. 3 billion I'm bid. $3 billion I'm bid now. $3 billion.
3.5.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. $3.5 billion. Are you still bidding, sir? I'm bid $3.5 billion. $3.5 billion for the first time. $3.5 billion for the second time. $3.5 billion for the third and final time. Sold to Mr. Lee.
Congratulations.
Afternoon, Mr. Wong. Mr. Wong, how does it feel to lose one for a change?
It feels good.
You've always been notoriously reclusive with the press.
And I thought you were avoiding me?
So my question is, why show up personally at this auction?
Mr. Wong, have you got over your colonial hang-ups?
Still patronizing Hong Kong, huh? Remember, your time is running out. Hong Kong is still growing. It is a wise investment. What Mr. Lee's shown us is a vision of a golden future we can all share. The winner today has been Hong Kong, so how could either of us have really lost?
Thank you, Henry.
Yeah, thanks.
Prick.
Henry, sorry about all the intrigue. But Her Majesty's government will be horrified to learn that we're buying up Hong Kong ahead of schedule. So, we must be careful about membership. I have great faith in you. Gentlemen, I think we should let Mr. Wong speak for himself.
I suppose I'm here because you have heard the recently spreading rumors that I may be Japanese. I've just heard them myself. Unfortunately, I can't deny them. I never knew my mother and father. When other children taunted me that I was alone in the world, I used to think, no, you're wrong. My parents are the revolution. So what I remember are only the simple things we all remember. The feel of the yellow earth beneath my feet, its mud between my toes, the boredom of school, the excitement of the mass meetings and great rallies, my joy at being part of China's new hope, the smell of revolution, the stain of self-criticism and the pain of being purged. The revolution is not always kind to its children. Some of you were purged, I know, and I applauded that. I apologize. I was young and a party member. If you find my humble abilities of use, they are yours to direct. I ask only the advice and wisdom of your years. If you find my faults too great, and I often find them intolerable myself, then I wish you only long life, prosperity, and success. But whichever, I will still serve China, because whatever else I may be, I am Chinese. Where are you from?
I'm from Cheongsa. Have you ever been there?
Of course. I walked all the way from Shanghai to see the house where Chairman Mao was born. Is it still there?
It's a bit run down. Not so many tourists now.
Repeat the last one. No, just the number of shares and percentage.
I think we should move to a vote. It's the new democratic way.
Are your family poor?
Yes, very poor.
It was unanimous. You're in.
Thank you.
啊，恭喜恭喜！
祝贺祝贺！
谢谢，
恭喜恭喜！
多谢多谢。
恭喜恭喜！
Thank you. Gentlemen, I have an announcement to make. As of market close today, the Warming Daily has slipped from the Haochao's grasp. We now own or control 52%, and with it, the political voice of Hong Kong's Chinese community. Cheers!
the 36 vows of the Triad Brothers. First, the mothers and fathers of all Triad Brothers will be my mother and father. Their brothers, my brothers. Their children, my children. If I break this vow, I will be struck down by lightning.
Forget about that old stuff. Is everything set up okay?
Everything's fine. Watson needs the money.
It's Chicho. We had a working relationship. It was a sweet little triangle. Mainland, Burma, Hong Kong. Chinese guns for Burmese gems. Gems for whatever our mainland brothers wanted that week. Medicine, mostly. Penicillin, polio vaccine. Stuff like that.
And you knew Henry Wong as Chicho.
The locals called him the Professor.
He worked for you.
With, not for. He only stuck it till he had enough money to buy his own boat.
What did he do then?
He turned into a damn snakehead.
A snakehead?
Snakeheads smuggle people. China to Hong Kong. The snakehead leads the snake out. Understand?
He used a boat?
Yeah, crammed him in. He'd race down from China on a night run.
He smuggled people? For money?
Of course. I wouldn't do it myself, too risky. You can't throw people over the side like you can a crate of guns.
Did you ever think you might be Japanese?
Yeah. And I'm Marilyn Monroe. Listen, mate. Maybe you haven't woke to it yet, but some of these people don't like you Jats. Not since you sodomized China and raped and pillaged half their bloody country. Japanese.
Come on in.
I was abandoned by my mother.
I'm sorry you never knew her.
But now I know who she was. I am the Katsuo Obayashi Akira's been looking for. That's who I am.
that doesn't change anything. You are who you are. Akira is writing an article about you for a Japanese magazine.
What can he prove? And who cares? This is Hong Kong, for God's sake. The only thing anybody cares about here is money. And I am Henry Wong. You tell him to lay off, or I'll crush him.
Just the Japanese. You stay here.
That's the Kuomintang flag.
That's where you should start your story. Li Hokjiao still shows the old flag. I used to think one day I would take an army, go straight that way, break through to Canton, then north. Nah. Maybe I should leave it to the younger man now.
I wanted to ask you about the Henry Wong. Did you know that he once sold guns? That he used to smuggle heroin?
If I did know something, I wouldn't tell you.
Did you know that he was Japanese?
That is a rumor. And rumors are like air in Hong Kong. You only notice them when they aren't there. It's of no significance anyway, even if it is true.
It is an interesting idea, though.
I'm almost positive he is. And his name is Kazuo Obayashi.
Obayashi?
You know that name?
No.
Mr. Lee is tired now. That would be all.
But... Of course. Thank you for your time.
Obayashi. He was in the Japanese Army intelligence during the war. A spy. He posed as the Chinese and was responsible for the massacres in Nanking and Shanghai. My own blood brother's head was chopped off by Japanese soldiers and hung on the street corner in Shanghai, along with the heads of 7 of his men. Seitaro Obayashi was responsible. This I cannot forgive. Now, you check. Obayashi was executed in Peking, 1958. But if he had a son, I want to know.
山上醉骏马朝上飞。
Mooney, he's not the boy you knew in Shanghai. He smuggled things. Guns, heroin, even people.
It's none of our business.
You should stay away from him. He's dangerous.
You are the one I should stay away from. You don't care who you hurt. You don't care about anyone but yourself.
I care about you.
No, you don't.
I'm doing this for us. Come to Japan with me. We'll get married.
I need to be alone for a while.
Mooney, I love you.
Henry, how lovely to see you.
I couldn't let you leave without saying goodbye. You look wonderful.
Thank you. I feel wonderful.
Australia will be good for you.
I know. Once I decided to go, I couldn't imagine what had kept me here for so long.
Me, perhaps?
Perhaps.
You haven't seen the afternoon papers, have you? We should have been more careful. This wouldn't have happened if we looked into your father earlier. Who leaked it to the press?
I don't really know.
You being Japanese? Fine. But the son of a war criminal. You will have no credibility with China now. As for the association, I think you should keep a low profile until it blows over. Why don't you go to America or Canada?
Perhaps I should go to the Soviet Union.
What?
Come here.
I've seen the paper.
It's not safe here, Muley. You have to go soon.
Not safe? Akira. He went to see Li Haoqiao.
So the old man did have some teeth left, after all. A fortune teller once told me that my face was marked with the sins of my father. Here's to the poor devil. I want you to go to Tokyo with Akira.
To Tokyo? What are you going to do?
Please take this. You might need it one day. Akira's a good man, Muley. Go with him.
I want to stay with you. We escaped together before, remember?
We lost each other, too. This time, I'm leaving. I'm not running away.
I can help you.
Can't you understand? I don't want you with me. Just go, please. Go.
All right. But I won't leave Hong Kong no matter what. And I won't go to Tokyo with Akira.
I didn't know about his father.
as 1 million Hong Kong citizens took to the streets yesterday wearing black armbands and moving in silent memory of the death of the Tiananmen Square martyrs. The hope that Hong Kong's blazingly successful capitalist enclave would lead the motherland towards a brighter future has been shattered, giving way to nightmare visions of People's Liberation Army tanks rolling through the boutique-lined streets of Central. While the roundup of students and dissidents continues, the communist leaders insist that no one died on Tiananmen Square. Yet across China, photographs appear at small group meetings showing soldiers scrubbing the blood from the Monument of Heroes, and copies of the year's most unforgettable image, a single unarmed man in a white shirt and black trousers, standing in front of a line of tanks, and by his simple courage turning them back, are being passed from hand to hand, from heart to heart, through the vast network of villages that is China.
À, mổ hàng của con tí na, tại lục bộ hủ vậy thịt à.
Why China? There's going to be a new revolution. You read about it. Maybe you come and write about it. Trần Cao Cáo.
係。